If it isn't time for the epic global gamers should know what to farm this week. So yeah, if I sound a little bit weird, if I stumble across my words, it's because I just took a nap, and you know how it is when you just wake up, and I need to put this video out there because people tend to really go on my comment section as for this video every single Tuesday, so you know, just gotta put this out there as fast as I can. But starting off, we have Eureka, which is the previous week's emergency mission. Now, this emergency mission, I am assuming, gets increased points on Phantom Castle. Man, I should have checked that. If it doesn't, I'm gonna put in the comment section that it doesn't. But I'm assuming Eureka gets extra points on Phantom Castle. So, you should farm Eureka, okay? You should farm Eureka just to have his copy. I mean, everyone that hasn't done his pro objectives should do the pro objectives anyways, you know, get the free pearls, but if you have already done it, you didn't save a copy, just keep him. But as a whole, Eureka is pretty bad. He has awful abilities. He doesn't have good ninjutsu or ultimate. I mean, 17 times looks good, but then you gotta see that his attack stat is only 1100, 1200 with the attack pills. Not very good. So Eureka is a pretty meh unit. I would not recommend farming just for keeping, right? Mostly about the Phantom Castle part. Tsunade has fallen off. When she came out, she was really good, but that was in January of 2018, right? Nowadays, like only 100 healing and then field healing doesn't stick anymore. I would say nowadays it's finally about time. I would stop recommending farming her. Her raid is pretty easy, so if you're a starting player and you just want something to help you, she could be good, don't get me wrong. But as a unit, again, nowadays, 100 healing, if you have her in the back, like she doesn't even have body healing, so as a healer she doesn't work that great and she doesn't do that much damage, right? 10 times, there's an ultimate for a unit that has a 1600 attack stat, that's not that high. So nowadays, I've been recommending her a lot in all of my videos pretty much. I mean, not a lot, but I've been kind of recommending her. Now I feel like it's time to finally put her down. She's not as great as she once was, right? And then we have Hanzo. Oh, scroll down too much. We have Hanzo. He's awful. Awful, awful, awful. Reduces chance of being slip damaged. Awful. Do not farm him. Terrible. Terrible unit. That's pretty much it. Terrible unit. Peng. Awful. The same monologue. Awful. Awful. Terrible unit. His ultimate, 15% towards 1. 12 chakra. 3.3 towards all. Small hitbox. 6 chakra. 50% chance of attack reduction. Terrible stats for a unit that cost this much. I mean, okay, that's not terrible. Now that I look at it, it's not terrible. Okay. I'll give him that. But still not worth it. Terrible, awful, not worth it. Not worth it at all. And then we move on to the emergency missions, which, you know, all the emergency missions, to be honest, you should only do them if you have not done the pro objectives yet. Other than that, farming them is just not worth it. Like, you look at this Ringo right here, 25% chance of immobilization. I know, it goes to 35, hell yeah. It's just bad, right? And then we have Jining, not the greatest either. 20% chance mobilization, not the greatest, right? I would not recommend farming, just if you have not done the pros yet. Jinpachi, he's okay, actually. He doesn't have reduced damage against body. He actually helped me during the Kisame raid. He was my tank, because I didn't have anyone better, so, I mean, just because he was helpful for me once doesn't mean that he's completely worth it. But I just want to put a side note that he was worth having for me one time. So that's more than I can say about Jining, or Ringo, or Despang, or Hanzo. So, you know, he was worth for me one time. So I guess if you want to farm him, keep the 5 dupes. Because again, he tanks against body. He does mediocre damage, and that's pretty much it. So I guess looking at it, he's pretty bad. If you already have a skill tank for body, not worth it. Now, the last emergency mission. Kushimaru. Again, if you don't have the pearls, do it. But if you already have it, 2.6 times towards all. 6 times 1. No. 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 That was fast. Okay. That was pretty fast. This video is gonna be short. Wrong shop. Wrong shop. By the way, this shop is useless now. I didn't buy everything, as you can see. This mission is awful. I mean, I did buy enough reposition stones that I needed. That was good. That mission with Jiraiya was awful. I'm glad it's not here anymore. But going in with the Ninja Road coins, we have Kotetsu that I'm gonna have to freaking talk about for the next month. And every single time I'm gonna say no. He's not worth it. He costs a lot of coins that you can just buy acquisition stones with, and maybe, okay, you have 2.6 million coins like I do. I mean, buy Liberate Crystals, buy the rest of the shop, buy everything. But not Kotetsu. He's bad. He's awful. If you want to have him for collection, okay, but then at that point, like, you can say that for every unit that I talk about, right? So, you know, he's not gonna be useful. He's just not gonna be useful. But I feel like Indra, which is here at the shop as well, is actually not a bad pick. He does have damage reduction, which is granted only 20%. Still good for every type. He does have 50% chance of mobilization with a big AoE. When he came out, he was actually a very good free-to-play unit. I'll let you know. But nowadays, he's not the greatest, right? He's not going to be someone that's going to blow you away. But he is somewhat decent. If it's between Kotetsu and Indra, 100% Indra. But then again, not the greatest. If you wanna just use your coins for acquisition stones, that's the way to go. If you're not like me, you don't have an absurd amount of coins, acquisition stone, Liberate Crystal, maybe if you want, save coins for the next acquisition stone as well, is always good. I have these coins for such a long time, right? Like, this Ninja Road came out, I just bought the acquisition stones right away. So, that's pretty much it. Now for the Clash coins. Now, Clash coins, they think they're funny because they put every unit. But let's talk first about Sakura. I have opened the Clash coin section with every unit. Now, Sakura, she's the newest unit, and she is right here. She is 100% worth buying, and you should. She's really good. She heals for 300 per turn. She has body healing, field healing. She heals on normal jutsu for 1,500. I mean, it's 500 for 3 turns, but you get the gist of it. And she's somewhat of a nuker. Somewhat. Not the greatest, but somewhat. So, she's 100% worth getting. Very, very good unit. Especially for free-to-play, of course. So, 100% worth getting. If you are struggling with speed pills, maybe you want to also get speed pills. Just because, and a lot of people not gonna have all their units maxed out on speed pills, and you might want to just cop some. But if you're talking about units, then Sakura is the most worth out of everyone in the shop. Now, taking a look at the rest of the shop, let me scroll down. We have Kakashi, which is not worth it. Tsunade is worth it, but honestly, after Sakura, right? And even before Sakura, if you want to be cheeky, you can go for Omui. Omui is the biggest free-to-play boy in the whole game. He has a dual type switcher. Switches enemy to skill in AoE for 3 turns, or switches enemy to body for 4 turns, so he always does type advantage on his ultimate, and he always does type neutral on his normal jutsu, but you can bring him with a few heart units and nuke with the heart units by switching them to skill, and then just following up with like Kage or Final Fight Naruto or whatever you have, and he's gonna work fine. So Omui, 100%, I already have him max duped, right? I would honestly get a second one. I don't know if it's worth it though, but I'll just get a second one. He's just this good. But after Sakura, or even before Sakura, I'll just recommend Omui. And then after Omui, if you already maxed both Sakura and Omui, I'll say this Pain right here. This Pain is really good. He's a fantastic unit actually. Boom. He does heal for 450 with all the abilities. He is a nuker, 17.3 towards 1, 80% is jutsu healing. He's very, very good. And if you, 90% because of the boost on the Ray, right? And if you want to keep him as a 5-star for under 28, cost, he becomes 24 cost, he also still heals for 450, so he's actually still useful for under 28 missions. So again, it's something to keep in mind of, and that can be also said for this Tsunade right here. This Tsunade, I would say it's even better if you keep her as a 5-star, because as a 6-star she doesn't really provide much, but as a 5-star with the 24 cost, she can be of so much help for free-to-play players doing the under 28 missions with the healing, right? So these are my recommendations. Again, I'm sorry, talking a little bit weird, just woke up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe. Good luck on this week's grind.